was a winter leadership, and it was at Warren Beach, and our regional director at that point was Jeff Vansel. And I was a young leader, and I was in nursing school, as going to school to be a nurse, because I knew that I was supposed to be a physician's assistant, because ER was cool back then. I loved science. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. And there was a seminar like this, and some really cool people who were teachers at the time, Lauren Zanonian and Brent Cunningham. They talked about how when you're a teacher, you get paid by the state of Washington to do contact work. And I'm like, that's awesome. I have such a hard time finding time to do contact work. And not only that, but it provides you the perfect outlet to, if you're teaching and you're with kids all day, or you're, a coach or a counselor or a speech pathologist, when you're a young life leader, and a teacher, or a school worker, you get to have an outlet to share your story. And I was like, that's amazing, because as young life leaders, we're passionate. We love kids. We love kids. And so then at the general session, Jeff Vansel's like, hey, who of you college students are willing to stand in the gap and be a teacher or work at a school, have that kind of vocation where you can largely make an impact for kids? And I'm like thinking back, I remember sitting there in the session and thinking back to, man, when I love teaching. Like when I was a kid, I would teach invisible people, okay? I would make handouts, teach invisible people. I see you guys nodding, you've done this too. There's nothing like, I was like, there's nothing like having campaigners and having them understand what a lesson that you're trying to get across. And I was like, oh, and I heard God whisper, that's what I want you to do. And I was like, no, God, no, come on now. Clearly, when you spoke to me 4 years ago, I heard you say you wanted me to make money. And I remember just going through this, and I'm like, oh, but I'm already halfway through nursing school. What am I going to do? But God's like, do this. And I don't know if you've heard this before, but calling is when gifts and passions collide. And so I'll tell you what, the rest of the story, obviously I became a teacher, and I really feel like that is my calling, because my gifts of what I love about science and fitness and the body, gifts of teaching, my passion that kids would know Christ, my passion that not even, and it's not even a young life thing, you guys, this is a life thing, because many of the kids that you see won't go to young life, but you know what? They see the love of Christ in you every day. And right now, where I teach, I'm at an alternative high school, and I stand in the hallways, and I'm looking at these kids, and I'm praying for them. I'm like, I know that probably no one's praying for Ahmed. Perhaps Ahmed does not know the love of Christ. He doesn't know the love of Christ. How can I offer that to him? And so it just becomes, it's this mission calling thing. It's more than young life, our opportunities as educators. I think about those kids who stink, right? You walk by their desk and you're like, oh, man, maybe locker room you can relate to this, I don't know. But that kid may never go to young life, but I can offer them love and compassion and a hope that they wouldn't see anywhere else. And so that's kind of what drew me in. And so, and this is going to be crazy, because I know this is what I aspire to be in the classroom. The fruit of the Spirit, right? So I'm there, I'm a vessel of the living God. The same Spirit that raised Jesus Christ from the dead is flowing through me, and it comes out at school looking like this. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And this might be a little out of context, but I'm going to take it here. Against such things, there is no law. We talked about, as a teacher or as a coach, you might have different rules for what you can say that are dependent on where you are in your building, and as you get jobs, we'll talk more about that. But love and peace and patience and kindness and gentleness that these kids have never seen, there is no law against that. And that's what we can offer kids, and that's passion. And so if there's something within you that wants to do that, I just encourage you. This is the outlet for it. but it's not for the faint at heart. You gotta be tough too, wise as serpents and gentle as doves. I don't know what verse that is. Does anybody know?
Matthew something.
Matthew something. There we go. That's my portrait for you.